What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a lovely, lovely, lovely. What day is it today? Thursday, obviously. It's been a whole week. It's been a whole week. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I shouldn't be saying sorry. AC should be saying sorry.
What?
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, everyone's phone. I returned from Comic Con with one stolen phone replaced by a phone that has no space, and a phone that died today. So I am now sitting with no phones, and a severe annoyance because I now have just an overabundance of lightsabers and Pennywise Funko Pops.
Wait,
Anyone
so
else want a
wait,
Pennywise Funko Pop the size of your leg?
wait. So why do you have a stolen phone? What happened?
Lindy's phone was stolen on Saturday.
Oh, at Comic Con?
Yeah,
Oh, that
Friday
sucks.
afternoon. I apologize. So, phone was stolen Friday afternoon, gone. Never to be seen again.
Was do
And
you have like any like bank information on the phone or?
she had her banking app, but like her bank is paranoid. You literally have to have her face to get into it.
Ah, okay, okay. So that's good at
And
least.
most of the time when they steal phones, they just wipe them instantly.
They just wipe them instantly.
Yeah,
Oh,
they just
right,
take them
yeah,
and
yeah.
they completely wipe them and sell the phone again, which is kind of dumb because Lindy's phone is what's the word for it? Fucked. Her old phone was fucked anyway, so I'm like, it's good. Now she's forced to move to the next phone, but also she just replaced the battery and it was working so nicely now.
Why? Wait,
And it's
why
gone.
is it? Why is it like fucked?
So the screen was kind of breaking. The battery had was starting to get to the point where you had to keep it plugged in at literally all times to work.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, I see.
it was bad. It was bad, bad, bad. Nothing worked. It was all a disaster.
All a disaster. But how was Comic Con? Was that a disaster too, or did you guys like have a good time?
Oh no, we had a great time. Comic Con was great. Comic Con itself was fantastic. It was super fun. I hung out with my mates. We mostly ended up trying to sell lightsabers the entire weekend. Actually, what am I talking about? Try to sell lightsabers. We sold out of lightsabers over the weekend. These things were like $3 grand each, dude, and they sold out
That's good.
like that. By day two, there was a 4 day thing. They were sold out of stock. They were sitting there on day three, going, "What do we even fucking do now? We've sold out. We paid for the stand, and now we've got nothing."
Damn. So how many lightsabers did you have going in?
I think they went in with like 1,000 or something like that. They had a lot of them. They were gone. They were gone. I can't remember how many they went in with though. I apologize for that. However, I did win one off a quiz, so that was fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, they also they sold a saber that was worth like in South African rands it was 12 grand. In which in US dollars is probably like 500-ish dollars. But they sold on like day two, and the guy was like, "Which one's the most expensive? I'll take that one." That thing was beautiful, dude. That thing was fucking huge. It was like a two-handed Zweihander sword. It was like the great sword in Skyrim, dude. It was beautiful.
Greatsword in
I loved
Skyrim. Which one?
it.
Wait.
Steel greatsword.
Ah,
It
okay.
was
Steel greatsword. All
although
right.
although the best way to actually describe it is it's Cal Kestis's lightsaber from Jedi Survivor, but in the
The
heavy
Kylo
sword
Ren.
Yeah, that one. The
Ah,
longsword configuration.
yeah. Just like it's easier to just say like the Kylo Ren one because that's like the one that I recognize the most.
I mean, fair, but I'm pretty sure most people actually recognize Cal over Kylo because a lot of, especially people coming to our podcast, were gamers, man. Everyone went and played the Star Wars games. Those were fun. Even you played the Star Wars games.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. I didn't. I
You
don't really plan
finished.
on finishing them, but unlike you.
You never finished Outlaws? Shem. You need to finish the things you start.
No, I didn't, but I just got really sidetracked with a lot of Space Marine 2. and all that stuff. I've been riding like the Space Marine like hype train. After Space Marine 2, I did Space Marine 1 and all that. It was really really fun. But speaking of Space Marine and Warhammer, so this is like the re-debut of the podcast, new backgrounds and everything. The backgrounds being the two hats that we have.
New background being the fact that we're sitting in Chris's bedroom with two hats.
Yeah.
I like my hat. It's a nice hat. The bed's a bit of a non-starter, though, I'd argue.
I mean, this has always been the background. We're just, like, blurred. But, why can't you sit still, AC? Your hat keeps on falling off.
I don't like sitting still. It's boring.
You know what? I think it's time for a change of scenery. What about you, AC?
Sure. Let's do it.
You can at least sound a little bit more enthusiastic about that.
Okay, fine. Fucking do it! Happy?
Yes, much more happy. Much happier. Alright, guys. You guys ready? Let's go.
Which one of us plays the captains who want to get boarded? What do you mean who wants to get boarded? You're the one who wants to get boarded. No, Nina's the one.
Alright, can you guys...
No.
Hey, stop. Good. Good AC.
Never. Why would I stop?
Alright, time to switch over to the new and improved Two Idiot Gamers podcast layout. You guys ready? Are you ready, AC?
No.
Is Chewie ready?
I'm going to do it anyway. Chewie is assaulting his food, so probably.
What do you mean? Chewie's laying down right there. Look, see? He's just laying down in the background. And then there's Max, and then there's me on the left, and then you on the right.
Nice. And me in the background looking at myself going, what the fuck is going on here? I'm drunk.
Yep. But thankfully that I fixed that.
Okay. You did? You did? Oh,
yeah, you're no longer on the screen anymore. You're no longer the center of attention. You're just sitting there on the right now. How's that? How does that look, guys? It looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it does look sick. I also look significantly less drunk and more cheerful than I did a second ago. Oh, but I do also have
What?
numb flashbacks, boy. Oh, numb flashbacks.
So if you guys don't know, this was this was done by.
It's because I'm missing my scars, Nerftfuck. I'm missing a scar on my cheek.
Oh wait, you actually had a scar on your cheek? Because I told them to take that off because I didn't know that you actually had one.
I did. I've always had one. You've just never noticed.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter now.
Sounds like a you problem.
But yeah, this has been done and drawn by the most talented Kitty_Jukes on Twitter. So just a bit of warning. They not Kitty Jukes, Kitty J. Wait, or Kitty Jukes. Hold on, let me double check my DMs.
Ooh, he's hopping in someone's DMs.
It is
someone's DMs now.
Or it's actually K_Jukes NSFW. That's like their main Twitter. So it's NSFW, honestly.
Wow,
so be careful about that.
Not that surprising.
They've done a lot of the art for me and my channel regarding like models and backgrounds and stuff. Reason why I have Max and Chewie there is because they're part of our channels. Max being part of mine, and Chewie's being part of AC's channel. Man.
He just appears and makes a lot of noise in the background, and then gives you skiff eyes.
So going forward, this is going to be the layout for the podcast. So no more AC having to share his screen.
Yeah, which makes life a little bit easier.
It's also a lot easier for me too, since I don't have to waste resources on my PC having to capture him.
Nerf, naughty Nerf, not a fuck Nerf. No, don't do that. No, Nerf, put it down.
So Nerf says, so you can say, you say we could commission an NSF version of what we see here. Sure, if you don't mind paying like $120 or something like that. So
This man Nerf bought Chris Nerf bought me Helldivers because he wanted to play it with me. If he decides he wants to troll us, the price will not scare him. He will troll us because it's funny.
I can understand that. Yeah, definitely. The Master Troll, Nerfswerg.
You have said it incorrectly. It's Nerfzwerg.
Nerfswerg.
Nerfzwerg.
Nerfswerg.
The W in German, my dear friend. Even though I sound more French.
You sound it's like the opposite. You're just sounding fucking French.
Okay, if I talk like the Germans, yeah, then all the W's become the V's. Yeah.
Okay, do your best German impression right now.
This is my best German impression. No, it's turned into a French impression. Ah, sacré bleu. See? He did 250 fucking euro, which is more than spending the amount you spent on dollars and dillery doos and gallery doos.
This is an Australian accent now. Why? I said
No,
German.
it's not.
Now you switched from French to German. What is going on?
What? What do you mean it sounds more Italian? Okay, Nerf. What do you mean you can... Nerf, you just speak English and suddenly you have this bitch. He's like, oh, I can do a German accent. That's called talking, Nerf. At least for you.
Oh God.
Huh?
What?
I did. I had it use that new charging. No, Lindy's like, I wish you'd tell me when this needs charging. I was like, it was fully charged. I did tell you. Oh, people don't listen in this house. Yeah, I know there's the German accent and there's the movie German accent, and they're both different. It's like the difference between an English accent and what are you here on the fucking television with water bottles? To be fair, that's like a Cockney accent, and if you're from anywhere
What?
else, they'd look at you funny. Because the proper
I'm so
English
confused.
accent
What's
does
going
say
on?
water bottles. Oh, that's not hard, dear fellow. You are confused if someone blinks.
What?
As you can see, there is my evidence of confusion at blinking.
You're... What is going on? You just like completely
Precisely, dear
derailed
fellow.
this.
The Super Sentai test, a fluke? No, it wasn't. Chris can't even finish a single Sentai movie. It's really fucking funny to me.
Well, to be fair, I finished the SPD movie.
You finished the SPD movie. Excellent, excellent. I have some questions for you, but that's for later on. Don't worry about it.
Yes, for later on.
Precisely. Ugh.
So, now that we're in the new layout, you want to go more in depth about what happened at Comic-Con? How it was, what you did?
Oh, so Comic-Con Africa was a unique experience because I was trooping, which means I was volunteering with 501st, who were doing some fundraising and charity stuff for a kids cancer foundation and a cat pet sanctuary. Yeah, cat shelter. Yeah, cat. That's what I said. It's a cat rescue.
Okay.
So we were doing pictures and stuff. We also, as part of that, as both for, separate for both charities, we had a quest going, where you would have to go and find a droid that was sitting around. Well,
Oh,
you had
that's
to go
cool.
you had to go find Chopper from Rebels.
That's
was
cool.
big. No, we had a legit Chopper who was like riding around
Riding around the what?
the entire convention hall. He was walking. Then you had to find a stormtrooper who was lurking everywhere in the hall and was like the hardest thing for people to find, apparently, even though I kept finding him.
Right. What else happened?
Okay, then you had to go to the lightsaber stand and ask about kyber crystals. Oh yeah, you had to find. So you had to find it, and they give you a stamp with the picture of a kyber crystal. I hadn't fully explained the droid because you had to find Chopper first. Then you had to shout, "Where is the droid master?" Which was usually the hardest part to get kids to do because they would always be no. It wasn't, but my little corner of it was Star Wars based. Most of it was actually anime based. My little corner of it where I spent the most time was Star Wars based because I was volunteering with the 501st. If you went to like say yeah, just around the corner, you would find Otaku Town, which is basically fun. I believe it was something by the Japanese embassy was involved with it. Yeah, the JET program, which is basically for people who want to go be English teachers in Japan. So they had a stand. They also had like a board on like how anime stuff worked. There was also a room where you could go, which was like tabletop room stuff, where you could go play Magic the Gathering, D&D.
Fun.
They actually had like bookings where you could do D&D. There was a little thing where they let you practice build Gunpla, and then you got to keep the Gunpla afterwards.
That sounds really, really fun.
It was. I built a Gunpla, so I have a little Gunpla now who sits on my desk, and he points his gun at me at all times for some reason. He lurks around. And then, what else was there? There was a lot of stuff to do. There was Artist Alley, which was just selling like local artists and stuff.
Did you?
I'm explaining Comic-Con. Fine, Lindy. Stop lurking in the background, telling me I'm shit. Production
you okay?
says I've made mistakes. Production says I'm having a stroke, apparently, about describing this to anyone.
I mean, it sounds like you're doing fine right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But Lindy's saying I'm doing badly. We also had a few like celebrity guests. So Lou Ferrigno was there, and I watched
the original
Hulk. The original live-action Hulk, who appeared in I believe it was in the 70s, or was it 80s? I can't tell. Those two decades look virtually identical, decor-wise. Then they had the actor who played Nightwing in Titans was there. He was also in Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I believe he was the kid of Elizabeth and Will.
Ooh.
Or that's who he played. I can't remember his name, but he was cool. He was an Aussie. He took pictures with everyone. And I watched his stand, his like not his stand. The other thing, his panel. My brain is not braining because I have broken things.
All right, sorry about that.
My brain in general.
Something's happening. Something's been going on with my OBS for like so long. So
wow,
I'm just getting it checked out right now.
My entire background fucking died. What the hell? What the hell?
There. I think it's just because the way that they're named or something. I don't know. I have to change it after this. That's weird. But you were telling me earlier that you won a lightsaber, right?
Yes. So I won a lightsaber in a Star Wars quiz. It was hosted by the 501st with questions asked by the 501st, which means all the questions were set by Star Wars nerds about Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I got 2 questions wrong, and they were all like questions where if you're a nerd, you would probably also still screw them up because they were like the one question I got wrong was like something about who was the first Darth who used this title of Darth, like who was the first Darth character in the lore, right?
Was it Bane?
No, It was long before Revan had Darth, and he was like 1,000 years before Ben. No, the very first Darth was a character called Darth Ruin, and I
Darth
confused him
Ruin. Darth
It's
Ruin,
Darth-
of course.
and then he was followed by Darth Endedu.
Darth Indedu.
Not Endedu, Andedu.
And
He was a weird one, but like I remember listening
fuck.
and being like, "They sound fucking identical." What the? It was also 1 and then 2. Bane was.
It
on
would.
the list of
Honestly,
persons-
it wouldn't surprise me if there's like a Sith just called Darth the Deadman, or Darth Killer,
most of
something
them-
like that.
I mean, most of them tend to be like more, like they trick you into it a bit. But yeah.
I mean, there's literally
what else?
one called Darth Plagueis, and Plague is associated
that's
with
true.
death. So
Yeah, it's about spreading darkness and despair, basically. But there was also the cosplay contest, which I entered the casual one on the Thursday and on the Sunday.
Mhm.
Lindy entered every single day with her sibling. On day 2, I believe they won. No, they came second.
Ooh.
They came second. So they cosplayed. What's his name from Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's.
okay.
But like the full costume, it was. They came second. I was like, what the fuck?
That's cool. So,
If you wanna
what
wait,
did
give me a
you what did you dress up as?
So I did a few. The first one I did was Alex. Alex from Stardew Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did a Mandalorian, which I don't have pictures of or can't share pictures of because my phone has shuffled off this mortal coil. Then I did Jedi Revan, and I have 0 pictures of that because I was busy running around in circles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did Anakin with Lindy, who's dressed as Padme. But like,
Ooh.
I don't know if did we take any pictures together? Actually, we did, but I haven't got them yet. Lindy claims there's a picture here, but it does not exist.
I was gonna say if I'm just glad it didn't end like in Revenge of the Sith. You've brought him here to kill me.
No. Oh,
So
here we go.
what else?
Just so
What
you
else
can
happened?
have a look. Just so you can have a look at what Lindy and her sibling look like in their cosplays, because Lindy was like the handler for the day. Costume they did was really good. Oh, I can't share any of these because these are all fucking CR2 files, and no one can touch CR2 except for photo fucking shop. Mm. I know. Close the blinds.
Let's see. Ooh, that looks nice.
Right? They made that thing from scratch, dude. They made the whole thing from scratch. And yeah, we didn't have to find Jar Jar Binks.
We did have to find Jar Jar Binks. Did anyone dress up like Jar Jar Binks that you saw?
Not that I saw. We did have a Commander Rex though, who was my buddy. He was Captain Rex from Star Wars, but like
Mhm.
he entered the cosplay championships wearing that armor. It was so good. And our Revan,
What happened with Revan?
so our Revan entered the cosplay championships and was told he can't win because his costume was too good.
Isn't that the whole point of like a cosplay championship, though?
Exactly. I'm confused. Pull it down. Let me pull it. Just pull. Oh, it's hooked on the thing. That's why.
Just imagine like going into something where you have to be like strive the best, and someone tells you, "No, you're too good. You can't win. Sorry." Like imagining that happen like at the Olympics, like someone who did so well in like the meter runs, and like, sorry, you were too fast. We can't count you as winning. You don't get the
Dude.
gold medal. Sorry. Oh god, that would be like fucking horrible.
Okay, other stuff they had so Disney was there as well and Netflix. So they had an Agatha all along like stand you could go through, which I never had a chance to go through
Hmm.
due to like time and stuff. But like it was like a little experience thing you could do, and you'd like go and solve like a mystery in it. And then another one you could do was a Squid Game thing where you basically ran through Squid Games. It was like
Oh
a small,
god.
it was like a mini Squid Game experience. And every time we did the cosplay, the like casual cosplay competition, there would be a Squid Games dance, and the fucking music drove my one friend insane. He just was like, I fucking hate it because every time it plays, it just like blasts into their face in the artist alley. It was so funny. It was
I find it so just like crazy how like mainstream like Squid Games has gotten. And like watching the show, it was like super like crazy, sad, and like out of control, and like everyone's like, "Yeah, Squid Games! I want to dress up as the purple guard. Let's
Why
play
would you
red
wanna
light,
do
green
that?
light. Oh, you walked during red light. Now you gotta get shot in the head. Sorry. It's kind of the same like in Five Nights at Freddy's, where it's all based around like the kids dying and being stuffed in like the suits, but it's like, oh, I wanna dress up as Freddy for Halloween, mommy. Stuff like that.
I mean, to be fair, it's a good Halloween costume because you also get people who are like, I'll dress up as fucking as Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger. It's really weird when a little kid asks to do that though. I'm like, how the fuck do you know who Freddy Krueger is?
Yeah.
But okay. I mean, I can kind of get it because now I'm looking at like 80s horror movies and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious, man. That shit's so bad and funny. Just the way it's done.
It reminds me. It also reminds me of the time I was browsing Reddit, and one of the subreddits I joined was Goodnight Poon Poon. I don't know if you read it, but it's like a really really like sad and like real manga, and by that I mean it's like deals with like heavy themes. And someone got a little tattoo of one of the main character when he has like a transformation when he's like an adult. And their uncle like said like, oh, that's such a cool tattoo. And then like they read like the whole manga like a week later. Hey, we gotta talk about that tattoo. Like, are you okay?
That's basically like watching fucking what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist, and then you get Chimera T-shirt. A talking Chimera T-shirt.
Oh, speaking of that, it's October 3rd today. So
Okay, I don't know what that means.
I saw people talking about it on Twitter. Like apparently it's like don't forget October 3rd, and Ed has it like inscribed on his pocket watch or something like that.
Oh yeah, I think it's the day he tried to like transmute his mom and it didn't work.
Ah, that was the day. See, I remember watching like a bunch of Brotherhood, but I just I never really got like the dates really memorized.
I still have never seen the original thing. I've only seen Brotherhood.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of the original. It has some really good openings, but I'm like, why did they switch over to Brotherhood? Just make a whole new anime.
So Brotherhood is so they made the original during the manga's run, so while they were still making the manga, and it has a vastly different ending.
Ah,
Like, the way the character arcs work is different. Brotherhood is just entirely, it's better paced than the original because they weren't trying to like slow it down to keep up with the manga,
uh-huh.
and it also has things like just better foreshadowing for certain things that like they could add in afterwards because they knew where the story would end. So it's like little things that they put into it that you wouldn't get in a thing where they're like trying to play catch up the whole time.
Oh, that's
It's like the
cool.
difference between trying to watch One Piece from the beginning of the anime and watching One Piece from the
When it's all
watching
done.
the yeah, or watching the live action adaptation of One Piece, which has already gone through like finished that full arc of most of East Blue, where when they were doing the manga, the anime, they like slowed it down. They did like repeat frames, or they would show like a single attack 500 times because
I love
that
that.
that would build up the amount of like. It was just filler time in an episode. It didn't happen like that. It was just filler time because they were trying to like play for time because the manga
Dude,
had come out and they were trying to keep up.
I think Gintama did like a whole joke like episode
they
about
did.
that where
They did several.
where they were like explaining it like animes that come out when the manga's still getting done. They have to do like these filler episodes while the manga finishes like the chapters and stuff.
Yeah. There's basically three ways they do it. So the first way is they do it with fillers, which is what Naruto and like Dragon Ball did.
Mm-hmm.
And then and Bleach did it as well, except Bleach did it the most annoying way possible, where they were like halfway through the main arc of the story, the main Aizen arc, they cut to a filler. With like abruptly, you like watch one episode and it's like a cliffhanger episode for the main story, and the next episode it's a non sequitur, and they're just like, oh no, nothing's happening. They're doing a filler now, and you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Dude, okay, I have a perfect example for this. Have you seen
And
have you seen Gendy Tartakovsky's
Ghetto?
Primal?
Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. No.
No? Okay. So it's basically a caveman named Spear and a T-Rex named Fang. It's basically their journey, like trying to survive in like prehistoric times.
Sounds boring.
There's the one episode. It ends like, oh god, are they gonna survive? What's gonna happen? And then like the next episode, it like takes place in like the far future, where it's like old ass England, and there's a bunch of like guys sitting around around a fireplace talking about science and stuff, and like a madman escaped from a mental institution and broke in, is like killing them off one by one. It's like completely like different tone and like setting for the episode. Like people are talking shit and it's it's just like completely out of nowhere. Don't get me wrong, the episode's really cool. It's called like the Primal Effect or something, or the Primal Theory. But yeah, it's just like completely out of nowhere. It's like if there's like you're watching a cowboy anime, like completely takes place in like a cowboy setting, and like one episode is like completely takes place in like the far future with robots and everything.
Okay. Also, what up, Ghetto?
Hi, Garo.
We're-
Hey, hon. How you doing?
We're fighting our way forwards with great difficulty.
Going back to what you were saying about whatever you were saying, I completely blanked.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Look, you know I have bad memory issues. Okay.
Yeah, I've noticed you can't remember a thing you said 2 seconds ago. That is impressively bad.
Well, I know I was talking about Primal, but I forgot what you were talking about.
What I was talking about. Oh, you were so rude. It's fine. I can't remember what I was talking about either because I. Was
Okay, yeah, and you're
listening
giving
to
me
you talk
shit about my
stuff.
memory. Okay. Okay,
I had to
buddy.
listen to you go on about
What?
Tartakovsky's Primal and like sell me on a show I've never heard of before.
Dude, I
fun.
can't believe you've never seen it. It's such a good show. They're making like season 2 already. It's like if you're watching this, you have to watch Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. It's like really superbly animated, and like it's like there's not a bit of dialogue. It's like just the caveman who like grunts and like growls and screams and stuff, and a T-Rex. It's like super good. So did you have anything else to talk about regarding Comic-Con?
Well, there was also so we also had a million fucking tech stores.
Mhm.
And then the funniest thing to me that Axe, you know Axe body spray. I'm fairly certain you
Yeah.
get it in the States. They sponsored the event and gave out free Axe to everyone there.
What was, wait, okay.
Like
Axe
free body
sponsored
spray.
what? Axe sponsored Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, yes. and gave out free body spray to people.
They're basically be like, hey, all you people that attended Comic-Con, we know you guys stink. So just like, go ahead and take this free Axe body spray.
Pretty much. It was also hot as balls the whole weekend.
Oh, yeah. That's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah, and KFC kind of fucked up because they also sponsored,
Mhm.
and they usually have like a Comic-Con based food that they keep with everything. But this year they fucked up and they tried to go through Uber Eats, and everyone who ordered food through the Uber Eats thing, their food came like an hour late.
Oh,
So it was
God.
like almost all cold and stuff, and we mostly went to the one Bryce stand, and we just got Burvos rolls the whole time, my bro.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming it's a food place?
Yeah, we basically went to a place that does barbecue food, dude.
Ooh, that sounds
Bry
really
is
good.
a barbecue, so it was all like flame grilled foods. It was mostly it was Burvos, which is just farmer sausage, as the translation goes. And I had a lot of frankfurters. They were delicious frankfurters.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, what? Well, I had a cheese griller and a frankfurter. Because you got me a Did you get me a frankfurter or a cheese griller? So I got a cheese griller that Lindy completely covered in jalapenos and like onion sauce. It was delicious, except the fact that the like sauce stuff wasn't like a sauces you'd put on like a hot dog in New York where it's just like mustard or some shit. It was like onions and full jalapenos, which meant the shit spilled everywhere while I was trying to eat in a costume and like not spill. It was a magic trick that I managed to get out of it with mostly clean white clothes.
White clothes.
I was wearing white.
Did you wear the Mandalorian outfit that you got a while back?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, on day 2. Day 2 I wore the Mandalorian. And
What did
it was
what did Lindy go as that day? Was she still do
that was the
Padme?
day. That was the day. That was the day she went with her sibling for the Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
Oh, okay.
Day 2.
Yeah, I was looking at the picture you sent me, and it was posted in the production chat. But like the Springtrap, I was expecting like I don't know if you guys have seen like the really high quality Springtrap cosplay that someone did, where they like
I mean,
they like
this the
emit
one
like
we made. Yeah, the
like
actual
smoke and stuff.
Yeah, no, we don't have the budget for that. So we made super low budget, but I still thought it turned out basically perfect, given we had 0 budget and this was made like the week before, basically.
Oh, so the person in the Springtrap costume is Lindy's sister?
Sibling.
Oh, sibling. Sorry.
Non-binary.
Oh, okay.
Non-binary,
My apologies. Sorry about that. I just thought I thought Lindy was just grabbing a picture with the person that won
Okay,
the
we
cosplay
gotta sniff the
contest.
booba. Where the booba we gotta sniff, man?
Not on here.
Where
Sorry.
Where them anime titties, man? Bring me them anime titties. I'll sniff. Damn it.
Sorry.
Yes!
Not on this. Not on this screen. Sorry. That's only for the
Weak!
game screen.
Weak.
We have to keep it somewhat professional. Come on.
What is professional? I do not know this word. What is this? What is this professional thing? I want anime titties, man. I'll go find my own. I'll go find my own anime titties. With blackjack and hookers.
Okay, nice Futurama reference. Nice. Dude, did you know that the new season of Futurama's going on right now? I haven't seen
Yeah,
anyone
I've seen
talking
bits-
about it.
I've seen bits of it, but like a lot of the I've seen bits. I saw like the first 2 episodes. It's average. Like it's not as good as the like. OG Futurama. And I also personally believe they shouldn't have continued it because the original Futurama's ending was so perfect that it basically led you back to restarting the whole series because it like ends on a. The way it ended was basically, oh look, let's just restart the whole thing again.
Oh yeah, the one where Fry and Leela grow old and the stop time, and then like, they basically get the chance to do it all over again.
Yeah, and I was like, that's such a good ending for Futurama because then you can have this whole thing of just going, okay, you want to see what they did next? You just go back to season 1 and you rewatch everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you
Dude,
basically just re-get the story. It was such a good ending, and I'm like,
it's also so crazy how many times Futurama has been canceled and like brought back. Because I think originally it was on Comedy Central, and then they moved it to Adult Swim. I think.
No, it was originally on Fox.
Oh, okay.
Fox cancelled it.
It was
and
on
then
Fox.
they made a joke about Fox being stupid as fuck. And then Fox uncancelled it. And then they cancelled it. And then, yeah. And they sold it to, and then Disney bought it. And now Disney's running the show. And
so it was Fox, and then Comedy Central, and then Adult Swim, and then Hulu, where it's on right now, I think, right? Yeah, because
I believe so. It's on Hulu, and I think you can also see it on Disney Plus.
Because I remember the season before the one out right now, they made a whole like a thing about like streaming and COVID and everything, which was funny. But in like the opening, they do like Hulu Rama, but the Hulu gets turned into Future, which is funny. Yeah, I tried to watch like 1 or 2 episodes, but they couldn't load, so I just stopped watching. I didn't watch it.
What up,
yeah.
what up? That is a damn shame.
But you know what also is a shame, AC?
What?
Concord being worth $400 to make.
400.
Yep.
To buy it or just to like?
No, to make it costs $400 for it's not $400, $400 million to make.
400 million.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw like any of like the stuff regarding like Concord, but it had like really high production value, cutscenes, performance capture, all that shit. And okay, it cost $400 million. They originally they talked about it wanting to be PlayStation's Star Wars.
Bruh. Quickly check the Discord. Just check your Discord on our podcast chat.
Speaking of AC and anime titties, here's one of the freebie stickers he got from his favorite artist.
Show me them boobs.
It's just Master Roshi making suggestive hand gestures with the caption, "Show me them boobs." Under.
The funniest part is underneath that sticker is another sticker that says "Nice rack." And then Con from Bleach being like, "Heh heh 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 heh."
It's funny.
Although nice rack's a climbing thing because it's supposed to refer to like a rack of drawers, but every time I see it, I'm like, that means a nice rack, boobies, great titties.
All right, so
Insanity came out.
Let's go ahead and go to this new window. If I can, there's a whole bunch of stuff I have to. Wait, what the fuck? I'm sorry about this, guys. OBS has been giving me troubles all today.
I see OBS has chosen violence today. I love this for us.
There it goes.
So good. I love violence OBS.
So Concord allegedly cost Sony $400 million and was meant to be PlayStation Star Wars.
That's gone well.
According to Colin Moriarty, an industry veteran who claims to have talked with the developer at Firewalk, Concord tossed a total of $400 million and was meant to be the future of PlayStation with a level of impact similar to Star Wars. And Concord was taken offline after less than 2 weeks and has gone down as one of the biggest flops in gaming history. With the game... with the game losing untold millions as all players who bought it were refunded.
Wasn't Concord just like an average hero shooter?
Yeah.
Like, not even like it did nothing to be interesting. It was like extremely average.
Mm-hmm. Not even average. A lot of it was like a lot of people were heralding it as like the Overwatch killer, but honestly, that's like more focused towards Marvel Rivals at this point because Marvel Rivals is like super fucking cool.
I've heard Marvel Rivals is probably the Overwatch killer because it's apparently got like a lot of creativity put into it. It's not just like trying to be Overwatch. It's also trying to do its own thing with
Yeah,
that like hero shooter average. So it's just doing its own thing.
and the funny thing about Concord, I was gonna say Marvel Rivals, but Concord, is that every week they'd at the end of every week they'd put out like a story related cutscene or cinematic, and I haven't seen them. Honestly, we could just watch them right now.
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't see why not. We can just watch them now.
Story cutscenes. Let's see. Wow, only 7 minutes. Okay.
Bruh. The last stage of development, but like, doesn't I found these big game studios tend to rush shit so it comes out as shit because they're like, oh look, that's a cool thing, and then they like be like, okay, now we want people to play it right now. It's like, dude.
Oh
wait,
god, that is like
cook.
super high. This is super high budget.
I can't hear shit, but yes.
Oh yeah, I don't want the stream to get like audio stuff muted.
Bruh. I love how you can see us, Moby. We're like totally here for you to see, man.
It is.
They didn't rush it.
It's so like look, it's like so high budget.
No, those are just high fidel. Actually, you know, if you ask me, those just look like high fidelity models from like Unreal Engine, but otherwise, kind of remarkable designs.
Like the only character I really like is the big robot dude.
Everyone else looks kind of like a Marvel character.
Well, they were
Like,
really trying to lean into like the Guardians of the Galaxy aspects.
You can't fight the sarcasm, Moby. It will always come out.
Yeah, but I could really see why that game cost $400 million. I mean, they were really they showed it off at like the Game Awards and shit, so they were really hyping it up.
Was anyone actually hyped by it?
I know I wasn't. Like as soon as I maybe my reaction is out there on my Twitch, but I don't know. But as soon as Concord came out, and it was like they showed a little bit of gameplay and it being a hero shooter, I was like, oh, hero shooter, I'm tuned out. Nope, no more. I'm done.
I played Overwatch when the first one came out, and then I stopped caring after that. Like,
yeah,
I haven't touched any. I think the last time I played even something like a hero shooter was Paladins in 2020.
Paladins is okay for being free.
Paladins
It is
fun.
It really Paladins really needs a lot more polish and care put into it.
Wait, Concord was on Steam?
Was it? I thought it was only on PlayStation.
Well, that was a mistake, because...
Concord will exist forever as a seriously sad anomaly, and true.
Yeah. It'll be depressing, because the developers really, really wanted to make something cool, and no one gave a shit. But apparently the gameplay was also just average.
Or go ahead. Yeah.
It was like ultra. Okay, Nerf has
Let's
put.
see.
Let's see what Nerf has put in this chat.
This is in fucking German. I can't read this shit.
Tough cookies.
Concord ist nicht mehr im Steam Shop Fugbar.
Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm like,
Heinwies.
for a bar.
Die Edition Bine Haltet Concord North Star Free Gunner Packet 16 Character Skins Valis Monarch and Packet. German language is so funny to read.
Bruh. That's only if you don't understand it.
Yeah.
They say begin your adventure, but it's just a random hero shooter where you run around a map, shoot guys for 5 seconds, get murdered, do it again. Let's see, what gameplay features have we got in this game? I didn't even give a shit about Concord when it came out, and there were apparently main characters to it and stuff, but like, fuck if I know. The only reason I know anything about Overwatch is because there was an obscene amount of Overwatch porn everywhere.
Dude, honestly, I still think the only thing keeping that game alive is like the sheer amounts of like porn and stuff. Because I think I remember when Pornhub released its like search statistics, like one of the highest was like Diva from Overwatch.
I don't know why Diva. It's a really weird choice of character. It's just Diva. I'm like, surely there's other characters they could have chosen.
Yeah, like Zarya. Or Junker Queen.
That's true. I think part of also what killed Concord is they charged like $60 for it at the start.
Oh
like,
god, yeah, full fucking
Overwatch
price.
2 is free. But Overwatch 2 is free, and it's like you're not gonna topple Overwatch 2 when you're charging this much for your shit.
It's funny looking back that they wanted people to pay like full $60 price, like $60-$70 for this game, and we just look at Overwatch, which is free, and
Bruh.
And like how did they expect to survive in this gaming market where so many like shooters are like hero shooters are like free. Paladins is free, Overwatch is free. Shit, even like Call of Duty like Warzone is fucking free.
It is?
Yeah, Warzone is free.
I have never played Warzone, and I haven't played a Call of Duty game since I was in high school. That was 10 years ago. I am an old man. I have not thought about Call of Duty in like a decade. I could not give a fuck.
When was the last Call of Duty game you played?
The last one I played was, I think, I'm trying to remember. Probably Black Ops 3, maybe? Xbox
was that the one that took place in the future and
No, the one before it. It was one of the ones where it was one of the ones where you had like suits.
Infinite Warfare?
Might have been Infinite Warfare. I might have played Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare had a really cool campaign.
But to be frank, I can't remember shit.
Yeah. Because I remember playing Black Ops 4, like, a little bit of the campaign, and I was like, oh, this is all just, like, VR mind shit. I'm out. Because I like Black Ops 1 and 2. I don't think I ever played 3.
I mean, I didn't see the point in some of that shit.
I am looking forward to the new Black Ops game just for the campaign and zombies, honestly.
I do remember playing the alien mode in which everyone had the zombies, which you basically fight aliens.
Yeah, that was Ghosts. Ghost was cool.
I remember the story being kind of fine, but the alien mode being really fun, and only ever finishing with my mates like twice. We always die in the like second last like section of it.
I feel like whenever they do like a special mode for like the Call of Duty games, be it zombies, aliens, or like the special ops, like people really like playing that instead of like multiplayer. I mean, at least to me, a lot of people play multiplayer, considering that it's still going on to this day.
I mean, I'd argue that's part of the reason why like Battlefront 2 ended up being, or like Star Wars Battlefront 1 kind of flopped a bit harder than they anticipated because it didn't have a single player. It was like the one thing everyone asked for from it. And then they did, in Battlefront 2 it flopped, but that was because they were trying too hard to make the multiplayer more the thing they wanted to push. Even though it wasn't good enough for that shit.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that and Space Marine 2 really wanted to push the multiplayer first and the campaign second. And I remember just like recently reading like an article from like one of the devs of Space Marine 2. They were saying like, oh, we were really restricted on certain stuff because of like the co-op aspect of like the campaign.
I mean, to be fair, having co-op campaign for a Space Marine game for like a horde shooter is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, but there's
Like-
only so much you can do. Like in the article he was talking about in Space Marine 2, where the character Charon gets separated from the other two characters, and they were talking about, oh yeah, maybe we should like kill this character to make like the stakes seem like really really crazy. And they were like, oh wait, but you have to play as three characters in the co-op campaign. Oh well, let's just have them meet up.
Oh no. But I mean, you could just
yeah.
have a new character who's just like the. You could have a kill off character and just have them as a bot character who just stays a bot.
That's what they did in Space Marine 2. They introduced this badass like Space Marine Ultramarine with like a red helmet in in the campaign,
The red helmets are usually just, like,
and he
veterans.
dies from a bomb that gets set off by a chaos Imperial guardsman.
I mean, that's fairly typical.
And they talk him up so bad, so like they make him seem like the complete badass. I remember like one of the dialogue from Charon, I think, was like, oh, he ripped off a Tyranid's arm and like and killed like a Tyranid with it, like from a Carnifex, I think, or like a Lictor or something like that. And I was like, oh wow, that guy's so badass. And he decides to a bomb.
I mean, I kind of like that because it does fit with the themes of like the grim dark future. There's like no one's really safe. You're still gonna get fucked even if you're a great hero. The only characters who are like immune are the Primarchs. Everyone else is gonna fucking die, and even half the Primarchs are dead.
It's funny that you mentioned that in like the ending in one of the ending sequences of the game, like when you take up the Ultramarine banner and you're like standing shooting like the enemies coming out of the Chaos Portal. One of the Marines loses his leg and is getting dragged by the other Marine to the barricade, or like where all the other Ultramarines are, and he's like, "You have to get up, brother. My leg is gone, brother."
That is very Space Marine.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm in pain. Ow, I lost a leg. It's so sore. Oh no, I can't get up. They're very dry-witted, if you think about it, because that's fucking hilarious.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Space Marine like laugh or smile.
You're with the wrong chapter to see Space Marines laugh.
Yeah, Salamanders probably, right?
Yeah, and the Space Wolves.
Yeah.
100% the Space Wolves. They're just Vikings. Like, part of becoming one is you just be a fucking drunk.
I remember I was watching some of the Hammer and Bolter animated like episodes, and one of them had the Space Wolves, and basically the initiates had to hunt down like a beast while like the Space Wolves were talking in their hold and drinking like meat and shit. And whoever came back and survived became a Space Wolf, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much
that
the Space
cool.
Wolves in a nutshell. That's like kind of how their initiations work.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bit more brutal than say the fucking Ultramarines who are just like clinically do shit. They're pretty good at everything. They're better rulers than a lot of the other ones who are just like, let's assault and commit murder. Murders are fun.
You know who else also thinks murder is fun?
Tyranids?
No. Majima.
Orcs.
Majima.
So I met a Majima at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture. I think you posted it on either on Twitter or on Discord.
Yeah, on Discord. I got a picture with Majima. That was fun.
But speaking of Majima, back last week, when we were supposed to do the podcast, they announced Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii.
Apparently,
A new
it
spin-off
might.
game featuring Majima being a pirate.
Apparently, it plays like the original Yakuza games, not like the Ichiban games. It's
Yeah.
like a return to the brawler type, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. The character's a brawler. Why would he see it? I do kind of like that they keep internal consistency with characters, the way they interact with the world. So you won't have like Majima doing turn-based stuff because that makes no fucking sense for Majima to do that.
Well, he
Or
did that
Kiryu.
in Infinite Wealth, to be fair.
But like that was also an Ichiban game.
Yeah.
Like if it's an Ichiban led game, right? So he's the main character of the story. Everyone else is kind of sides to his story, you know.
Yeah.
Then
So
they follow his rules. But but in Gaiden it's a brawler, isn't it?
yeah, Gaiden was a straight up like old Yakuza brawler game.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if they stick to the style of the main character. So it'd be a bit different for like Majima would never be the turn-based in a Majima led game. He would never be the turn-based game. It makes no fucking sense, man.
Yeah, unless
Man likes to
unless in
sprint into
the
danger and get hit in the face.
unless in the next game, the next like Ichiban game where you can recruit Majima in your party.
I mean that's true, but like it's still different having Majima in your party versus having just Majima leading the game. You know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, okay, AC, if I were to tell you that someone leaked the whole plot of the game of Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii months ago, and people didn't believe it because it sounded absolutely crazy, would you say that tracks?
I would question why they think it sounds too crazy because they had a Kiryu-led game, which was in ancient Japan where he was literally just a fucking samurai,
Mm-hmm.
and then they also, you know, it's Yakuza and it's Majima. Why would they say it's crazy to have Majima just decide, yeah, being a pirate sounds fun, let's fucking do that? Because fuck it, that sounds like a Majima thing to do, if I'm honest.
So, apparently this did happen. Let me pull it up. On this, there we go.
Oh yeah, and
So-
at Comic-Con we saw cosplaying ducks. I was reminded by that picture on the thing, and I was like, we saw straight up cosplaying ducks.
So apparently, the funniest part of Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii is that someone leaked it months ago, and most didn't believe it because it sounded absolutely wild. This is coming from Jaw Muncher on Twitter. So this is it looks like a 4chan thread.
I mean, everything looks like Fortune.
Yakuza leak project Madlantis. RGG has just teased this game through a tweet, and you know who can verify the information. I can disclose this information safely now. New spin-off game set after Infinite Wealth. Goro Majima is the protagonist and playable. Story has Majima becoming lost at sea and losing his memory, which results in him getting involved with a pirate feud. Central areas include reusing Hawaii, the Madlantis Islands, and new hub area that acts as a base. Yakuza tattoos are the key to recovering his memory. Certain events from the series will be revisited through Majima's point of view. Majima becomes a pirate captain and can recruit NPCs you can customize to join the crew. Your crew can undertake missions while doing story quests. Main enemies are pirate warlords, new fighting style based on swashbuckling. Combat is similar to Gaiden's but has been expanded upon. Management is debating on giving this game the Gaiden subtitle to establish a new subseries. Smaller titles will be used to flesh out characters and be released in between mainline games. Reveal set for this year. And it's so funny because I think I remember seeing this like pop up on Twitter a couple months ago, and I was like, nah, it doesn't sound that plausible. And then
you underestimate
and like
what they would do.
leading up to like the RGG like direct, people were like posting like Majima in like a pirate outfit that was apparently in Dead Souls, and like they kept on posting like, oh shit, Majima's gonna be a pirate in this game, and then lo and behold, we see the trailer and like, oh yeah, it's true, he's a fucking pirate.
Of course he's a fucking pirate. Why wouldn't he be?
And like everything about this was like true to like the Madlantis to like him losing his his memory via amnesia to like the fighting style and shit. It's like it's so funny. It's like so funny.
My personal opinion is it just kind of makes sense. That's just how that works, man. Why wouldn't they do it like that?
Yeah. What I'm really looking forward to in the game is how similar or how different his personality is going to be since he lost his memory and all that shit that happened in Zero regarding Nishitani and like him going like crazy and everything or like acting crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like how much of his like original personality is just going to bleed through. I have seen like some gameplay because I think IGN released like a 8 minutes of gameplay in Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii, and they gave Majima a fucking grappling hook.
A grappling hook.
Yeah,
So
to grapple up to areas that you can't really get to.
So Batman?
So hold on, let's IGN Pirate Yakuza, so we can see some of this gameplay. For YouTube, 13 minutes of gameplay.
Okay, that's actually kind of sick though.
Oh, also he gets a little tiger companion. And apparently, it's voiced by the Ichiban and Nishiki's voice actor. Okay, so here's the Mad Dog style. Oh god, he has a madness gauge.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he have a madness gauge?
Dagger rush combos, quick steps, air combos. God damn. Also, he has a similar heat system just to like how it was in Yakuza Zero.
I do like his heat system. Oh, I love his Mad Dog system. It's just so fast.
He can use the doppelgangers.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's fucking funny. So, the doppelgangers originally, like way back, appeared in Yakuza 4 when you fight Saejima on the Millennium Tower.
There's also
and they also appear in Like a Dragon when you fight Majima. When you fight Majima at the Chojo Clan headquarters with Saejima. And they recently made an appearance back in Infinite Wealth. It's so funny. Doppelgangers. Okay. I'm really looking forward to how they explain how the doppelganger system works and like what they see.
That's true. It's going to be interesting to see how they're just shadow clones, man.
Yeah, they're just shadow clones.
They're just shadow clones, bio.
And I'm looking more right now at the gameplay. It just switched back to the swashbuckler style. Oh. So he pulls out two swords and stuff, and he puts on his pirate outfit and shit. And it looks like he has access to his grappling hook in combos and stuff. Not like how it was in like a Dragon Gaiden. And I also saw that he can charge up his gunshots to like do like tons and tons of damage, which is really funny and cool. But yeah, this game is looking to be crazy. I just find it so funny that it was leaked like months ago, but no one believed it because it was too wacky. Given how wacky Yakuza already is. Did you remember in Kiwami 2 where a building opened up and there was a gold statue or a gold like building came out of it?
I do. But I also remember in Kiwami 6 where they just had a fucking hidden battleship for some reason, and but it was like James Bond levels of hidden undershit where like the pier opened up for some reason. I'm like, How did
Yeah,
they
the
afford
battleship.
constructing that fucking shit to hide the fucking thing in the first place? What the hell? How did they hide it
fuck.
in the first place? I don't understand why they hit it so hard, and then they were like, it's all gone and hidden under a bunch of shit, and you're like,
God, I almost
that's
forgot about the
sus.
fucking battleship, man. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
noticed.
It's so crazy. Like like almost every single Yakuza game has a secret hidden area where a bunch of like crime and shit happens. Like there's almost always a Coliseum area in every single Yakuza game. In one, it was the in Yakuza 1, it was the florist's place in the sewers. In 2, what was 2's? What was the secret Coliseum area in Yakuza 2? Was it
I
just
can't
the?
remember. I think
was
it was
it-
the same as one.
It might have been the same as 1. And in 3,
Actually, no. It was in the other city. What's the fuck? It's not Kamurocho or the other one. The one, the one.
Sotenbori?
It was in Sotenbori. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was
In
on the
2
boats.
In
like
2,
on the
it was
fucking
it was
boat.
the boat. It was the boat that was on the river, and there was a platform that took you down below through like an elevator into like a secret place underneath the water. Oh fuck! And what was 3's? 3 was
I can't remember threes. Threes, I think no, I can't remember threes at all. But I also exercised 3 for my brain because 3 was the worst.
Oh, shut
All of
up!
the
You're
games
just a
I played,
hater.
3 was crap. 3
Uh,
3 needed the Kiwami treatment, and they were like, no, this plays fine if we don't actually do that and make it better.
okay. What was
They were
4?
wrong. They were fucking wrong.
Yakuza 4. That was with Akiyama and then Tanemura and Saejima. I'm trying to remember.
Saejima, the worst playable character in all of Yakuza.
Why do you hate Saejima so much?
Because he plays like he's constantly just walking through a ton of bricks. Or that somebody has strapped a pig to each of his arms.
He's a charged character. What do you expect? He's
slow,
he's basically
chunky, and
he's
he doesn't do
basically
enough damage to warrant charging.
I don't know about that. He did a lot of damage when I played 4.
Well, then you and I played different versions of 4.
We played the same one, the Yakuza Remastered collection.
Right.
And then what was 5? 5 was like the Tournament of Champions or something like that, where the Champions Road or something like that, where that dude corners you on the street and says, "Hey, you're pretty strong. We have a tournament that we have to have you join." No, actually 4. Actually, I'm remembering 4 was just the florist's place again, because I remember in 4 where Saejima has that really sad speech where he starts crying after they want him to kill the person he was fighting. But he says
yeah?
like, "Oh, you guys don't know what it's like to kill people." And then it's revealed he never actually killed anyone because the bullets were all rubber. The fucking rubber bullets plot twist. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And then, what was 5? I'm trying to remember. 5 was what? Honestly, I think it might have been the same thing. The florists? Maybe?
Might have been.
I can't remember 5, honestly. But I remember that 6 was... I don't think 6 had like an underground, like, secret Coliseum, like, area. I know that Gaiden did. Gaiden had like a whole like a shipping container area that had a secret place that was like full of gambling and shit. Oh man, that was funny. And then Like a Dragon. What did Like a Dragon have?
Yeah, I don't know what I haven't seen anything like it in Like a Dragon. I've been playing the shit out of that on stream. Still not seen it.
Wait. Oh no! Like a Dragon has a an area where it's like basically a dungeon where you just like put go through your party and level up and shit. It has robots and everything. And then Infinite Wealth had like the two legacy dungeon areas. That's basically infinite if you keep on going. But yeah, God, Yakuza is such a crazy fucking franchise, man, and it's just getting crazier now that Majima's a pirate.
I love it.
I wonder if it's gonna have like pirate battles like in Black Flag. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I am looking forward.
That'd be super fun.
I'm very much looking forward to Pirate in Hawaii.
And I'm quite keen on it too.
Okay, and the next thing on the docket was remember Cyberpunk?
Which one? The
2077?
The game, the anime. So Edge Runners 2077. Which the entire genre.
Well, you mentioned Edge Runners. It was revealed that a new Cyberpunk animation is coming. And the only thing we got was just the logo CD Projekt Red and like Edge Runners type stuff. So I'm not sure if like it's a sequel series or like if it's gonna be like new characters and stuff. I'm not too sure. I hope it's like a sequel series, or maybe like a spin-off or something. Have you seen Edge Runners?
I saw about half of it, and then shit happened, and I lost where I was, and then just didn't go back to it.
Oh man, you really need to get back into it. It's like when I first started watching it, I was like, man, I don't know what like all the hype about this anime is, and then I watched it and I was like, oh shit, I understand exactly what the hype around the animation is. Rebecca was my favorite character. It really sucked seeing what happened to her by fucking that asshole, whatever, Adam Smasher. Can't believe it. Oh man.
Shem.
I was gonna say I want to take you for a ride, but I was trying to sing the lyrics from the song that everyone listens to and like cries at. I want to stay at your house. Far away, da 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 da. Such a sad ending.
Is it though?
But you know what isn't sad?
What? I have no idea. What is
Monster Hunter Wild's newest returning monster is a farting pink ape. Kongala.
That is disappointing. But I did hear there's going to be a Monster Hunter crossover with Digimon.
Oh yeah, Digimon and fucking Digimon and Transformers. Oh man. So if you guys don't know, Kongala is a pink monkey ape that was introduced in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, and his main thing is he eats mushrooms and then he farts. That's his whole thing, and I am really excited because I love how much of an idiot that dude is. But yeah, that's the only thing I have on that one for Monster Hunter Wilds. They showed off more of they showed off more Monster Hunter Wilds at the Capcom showcase.
I mean, they would.
They showed off more of the new area, the Scarlet Forest, I think. They showed off a new monster that's like a fish monster, like a giant fish on land. They showed off a fire chicken, which was really a fire rooster, which was really cool. I forgot the name of the monsters off the top of my head, but
wow.
But they look pretty cool.
Names?
I mean, I could look it up if you really want to know.
You might as well. I mean, they were cool, aren't they?
The only one I thought was cool was like the The Fire Rooster. Let's see. Monsters. Scroll. Yes. I'm on the Monster Hunter. Okay, there it is. Uthduna is the fish one I was talking about. Ray Dow was the railgun monster. Quimatrice is the Fire Rooster one. Let's see. And what was the Arkveld is like the flagship of this one. I'm pretty sure he's an Elder Dragon, but they haven't really 100% like fully revealed what kind of, if he is an Elder Dragon or if he's just a monster. Because originally I thought I thought Ray Dow. I thought Ray Dow was going to be an Elder Dragon, but he's just like a regular ass monster. And then we got Balahara, Doshugama, and Chatakabra. What'd you say?
You sound so disappointed about all of these options.
About what?
These monsters not being as big as you'd like.
Nah, what? No. The monsters look pretty cool. My favorite one is like the Fire Rooster, because when I
rooster. Which one of these is supposed to be a fucking rooster? These are all dragons.
This
and
one.
If you call them a rooster, you're lying. That's
Look,
a dragon.
That is
a wyvern.
That is a rooster. Look at it. Have you never seen a rooster before?
No, I used to keep chickens. That's not a rooster. You know what that is? First off, it has 4 limbs. That is just a triceratops. Thank you very much.
Oh my god. You know what I'm talking about. People watching, you can tell that this is a fire rooster.
No, it's not a fire rooster. At best, it's a... What's that bird with the giant tail? What's it called again? What's it called? The one
Kuliaku?
with the tail. No, it looks like a giant peacock.
Giant peacock.
It looks like a really scaly peacock.
Okay, I think you're talking about Rise. What is it called?
No, I was talking about exactly the monster we're looking at, Chris. I'm describing it as, it's not a chicken. That is at best a peacock.
No, because there is like a peacock monster in Rise. What is it called? I'm trying to remember. Fuck, I can't remember. I have to look it up. Bird wyverns. Aknosum. That's it. Aknosum.
Aknosum. That
is this the one you're talking about?
Of all time. It might be.
Yeah, that's like, there's that one, and then there's Kuluyaku, which is basically just like a giant bird.
That looks like a Hadida to me. That just looks like a Hadida.
Yeah, there's Kuliaku is my favorite one. He appeared in World, and I like that he's just a giant ass chicken, and that's why I like Quimatrice, because he's just a giant ass fire rooster.
That's a Velociraptor. That is just a Velociraptor with a beak. That is legitimately just a Velociraptor with a beak. Like, show me the difference besides the beak. Look up a scientifically accurate Velociraptor. It'll look like that without a beak.
Yes, I think we all know that.
Do we though?
Yes. Okay, fine.
Chat, do we all know this? Dear viewer, do you know this? Please answer us in the comments below if you're on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, sorry.
I mean, Spotify has comments.
There you go. Comment on Spotify below and make silly noises.
God, you're just an idiot, AC. I love it.
So rude to me at all times. I am so sad.
So, you know what is also sad? So, you remember the day before?
Day before what?
It was a game that released on Steam.
No.
It was a third person multiplayer survival horror game that released on Steam.
I have literally no memory of it.
So it was
Never heard of
announced
it.
in 2021, and it came in early access in 2023. Uh,
Okay.
when it came out, it drew a lot of criticism because people thought it was a scam game.
Of course they did.
It was panned immediately. Um, it was really really bad.
What made it bad?
People accused the game of asset flipping because it was like so poorly made and stuff, and it immediately flopped. 4 days after it launched, the studio Fantastic announced their closure, stating that their game had failed financially and they could not afford to continue operating.
Wow, they made a crap game and died.
Yep, and
Sounds depressing.
you know what's really funny? The devs are back with the new game.
How did they come back? I thought they said they couldn't financially recover from what they did to themselves with bad
They're
games.
they're making a new game and they're seeking support again, despite controversial past.
Are
And
they gonna get it? Probably not.
they put out a tweet saying, "Regaining trust will be tough, but we're motivated to make more games if our Kickstarter succeeds. With its all or nothing model, contributions will be refunded. If we miss the target, we value support, and all funds will go to
Bruh.
development, not product, or not profit."
Get money from. Bruh, they thought they could go to Steam and. Oh, but they're going to Kickstarter now.
The
What? Who's
Kickstarter
gonna?
campaign has a goal of $15,000 and 535 cents, or
Has,
535, whatever the fucking amount is.
bruh, if I had a Kickstarter, it would be to make like a short film, and I'd be like, ha ha ha. I have to get a camera, man. A really nice one, so it looks pretty. But otherwise, that would be about it. I'd probably try and do everything myself.
And the game is called Escape Factory. Apparently, um,
Escape Factory.
I highly doubt that the game is gonna. I highly doubt that the game is gonna get funded. Honestly,
Oh no, me
after
too.
what happened with the day before, but um, props for them for still trying. And hopefully people actually take a look at what they put out before they pledge money to it, so they don't get scammed.
Hopefully they actually put something up that's like an actual game. Speaking of like games, have you seen the game that I keep seeing on TikTok of? It's a game where you play as a dinosaur that carries a sword in its mouth and fights like that. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
those clips of that?
yeah,
I think it's called like Dino Fighters or something. It looks fucking sick, dude.
dude. I
Apparently,
remember
it's
I
like
remember seeing on Twitter like the before he turned it into a game, like the animator was like making animations with like
yeah, he was
the
just making it for
dinosaurs
fun.
that like a T-Rex and Velociraptor with like the T-Rex had like a had Cloud's Buster Sword and was like doing sick ass combos and shit, and it
It was
started
mostly
popping
just doing it
off.
for fun. Like he did it. He did, as far as I can tell, he did it entirely for fun. And then they were like, "Yeah, we can do more shit on this."
Yeah, let's just make it into like a sick ass like Souls like game where you take control as like a dinosaur with a sword and just like do combos and shit.
Yeah, it looks fun. Like the idea of it sounds like so very like insanely creative and fun, just based off how creative it is. Like I did something silly because it was fun, and then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna actually make a game out of this shit. What do? I'm gonna make something epic.
Yeah.
Also, I
Wait, is
found
it?
in Yakuza Like a Dragon, I became slightly obsessed with just making millions in the business game.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the game is called Dino Sword. That's what it's called.
Dinosaur, yeah, Dinosaur. It looks so
Oh,
goddamn good.
so a Sucker Punch Productions game developer is making their own dinosaur fighting game, but instead of fists, these dinos are fighting with swords.
I love
So
it.
John Nguyen, a senior gameplay animator at Sucker Punch, took to Twitter today, October 6th, to share an update on his personal game project, Dino Sword. Okay, let's see some of this gameplay. Let's see. So he's playing as a Spinosaurus, and he's fighting another Spinosaurus with a fucking giant-ass sword. Like, it's basically like Sif, the giant wolf from Dark Souls. It's so funny. I mean, the gameplay
so
the gameplay looks clunky.
I mean, it does
but-
look like it's in like
Yeah,
super early
yeah, it's,
development.
like, super
they're starting
early.
to put like you can see the environments don't look like they're interactable yet, and you also looks
Yeah.
like they've just like starting to figure out how it would work with the AI and shit.
Yeah.
But like you can kind of see like the bones of a really fun game there. Like it obviously hasn't become the game yet, but you can see the framework for it coming together nicely.
So far, he has added a weapon switch ability, a lock-on feature for 1v1 fights, a dodge roll, and a parry system, and made it possible for the enemy to chase after the player. He mentions that he hopes to add finisher moves in the future. Oh, nice. That's really cool. I hope, hopefully it takes off. He does have a Patreon, apparently, where you can support his work. Let's see. Patreon.com/JohnAnimate. Animator the Dino Guy. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully it takes off so he can eventually make this game into like a reality.
No,
we can
100%.
we can fulfill our fantasies of cosplaying
Attack each other
as
with giants,
as a
as
T-Rex.
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
A T-Rex that attacks you with a Buster Sword.
yeah, that's so cool. Oh man, so the final thing on the docket is reportedly Blizzard is working on a shooter set in the StarCraft universe.
A StarCraft shooter would be pretty cool. But it would probably play basically the same as a Space Marine game, because from what I remember, a lot of the StarCraft stuff looks basically the same.
Well, actually, it's funny. Apparently, like some of the stuff in Warhammer was supposed to be in StarCraft. So like the Tyranids and like whatever the fucking whatever the alien like species that's like similar to Tyranids in StarCraft is. They were supposed
Yeah, I
the
can't remember
Tyranids
what
were
they are.
supposed the Tyranids were supposed to be in StarCraft, but apparently things didn't work out, so they just made Warhammer Tyranids their own thing. Which is funny.
Yeah. The Warhammer Tyranids are weird and fun to shoot.
So
yeah, no,
Blizzard
I know StarCraft is super young, dude. Like,
yeah.
40K has been going since like 92 or something. 95 actually, I think.
The only thing that I've heard is like various sources that Warhammer was supposed to take place in StarCraft, but it didn't work out, so they just made it its own thing. Apparently, I'm not 100% sure if that's like 100% true or not, but that's just what I've heard.
Yeah,
Which is
I've heard
funny
the same
because
things.
it's just funny because if you look at like StarCraft compared to Warhammer, you got Space Marines, you have like you have the Eldar, you have like the Tyranids, and like similar like races are like that in StarCraft. But going back to this, the claim appears in Bloomberg journalist Jason Schreiber's new book, Play Nice: The Rise, Fall, and Future of Blizzard Entertainment, which were released on October 8th.
Blizzard's fucking dying because Blizzard is shit.
Oh wow, they apparently were working on 2 previous StarCraft shooters. Most of the developers were laid off, while a few remained with Hay to begin incubating.
That is oof.
Wow.
That's a major oof.
It would be cool if they did make a StarCraft shooter game, similar to like Space Marine and Space Marine 2, or like
No,
a first-person
100%.
game, like how apparently there was a Warhammer Tau game called Fire Warrior that was like a first-person shooter. But yeah, apparently like so far like the only way to get into StarCraft is just doing the RTS game, which like understandably not a lot of people are a fan of RTS games. And if they did make a first-person shooter, it would definitely get a lot more people involved in StarCraft. Much like how Space Marine 2 did a third-person shooter game, and a lot of people are getting into Warhammer now because of that. Like me.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm just waiting for the day where you're like, dude, I just went on I just lost an entire weekend to just 40k lore. Oh, and our stream is dead. It has disconnected. Our stream is gone. Oh no.
I mean, it looks like it's all good on OBS side.
It's on Twitch's side. We've just got hands in the hair.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see.
He's not going well.
Okay, I'll just stop the stream and start it back up, I guess.
Yeah, that's about all you can do, unfortunately. For anyone listening on Spotify later on, our Twitch stream of this here podcast went a bit awry, as one might say. Same goes for everyone who's watching it on YouTube. I apologize profusely for the random lull in conversation as we wait for Chris in his ever-encompassing wisdom to get things working again. It's not going that well, is it? Slowly we come back to life. Wee.
Okay, started streaming again. Thankfully, the recording has been going on this whole time, so...
Yeah, so you can get me talking random bullshit the entire time. I am not sure if it's working yet.
I'm not too sure either. OBS says I've been live for like 20 seconds. There's 0 drop frames, 0 kilobytes per second. Let me... Actually, wait, let me just load it.
We've got nothing going for us. It's slow and cumbersome. One day we'll do it straight to YouTube.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, like duo streaming it to like the 288 Gamers YouTube channel.
Oh, so while we wait, I'm just gonna talk about some stuff that Lindy's showing me. So apparently, a painting found by junk dealer in a cellar is an original Picasso. It was hung in an original Picasso. You know Pablo Picasso, the painter.
Yeah, Starry Nights.
He did Cubism. That is Vincent van Gogh.
Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot.
Picasso.
Okay.
Think Cubism. You daft pillock.
Okay.
Cubism.
Okay. What is
the weird shapes? Everything looks like a cube. I'll show you. You'll know Picasso if I. Okay, wait. Give me 1 second. I'll show you a picture of this thing, and then you'll be like, "Oh, that's Picasso." Yeah, it's totally a Picasso because I'm looking at it. I'm like, "There, it's fucking Picasso."
All right, send it to me.
It's anything but a Picasso.
We'll see.
I'm gonna put it on the. I put it on the. You just look for a group that has a notification, and you'll find it.
What the fuck is that? That's a weird ass painting.
Yeah, it's a Picasso.
I have never seen
original Picasso.
I've never seen that painting.
You are a philistine. I mean, no one has. Someone lost it in a cellar in America somewhere, and no one knew about it.
All right, Pablo Picasso. Let me look up.
You'll probably find some of his more famous stuff. This is a painting no one knows, but the style is fairly what's the word for it? Famous. Actually, it's extremely famous, especially his blue period.
I mean, these look nice. It's just like not one of these paintings that I'm looking at Google Images is like ones that I've seen before.
How have you've gone your whole life without? You are truly American.
I guess Pablo Picasso just isn't really that famous.
Oh no, he's famous. You're just really American. It's to a depressing degree, because he's not that much into. He's even. Wait, let me. You've probably even seen spoof shit of his art. You just can't remember it.
Yeah, probably. I have no idea what's going on with the stream. But the recording is still on. It's still live. I haven't paused anything on Audacity, and I've been recording this so I can post it on YouTube, like the video version. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been unfortunate that the stream has just shat itself. Maybe it's Twitch that's shitting itself. Let me check someone else's stream, just to see if it's working, or if everyone's Twitch has just shat themselves. No, Finley's got. Let's check Ghetto stream. I think it's just you. It's just you. Just your internet has absolutely shat itself. And we've still got a few things to discuss. Oh no, well it means anyone who didn't get this is now going to have to come and find this in another way. They're not going to be able to watch a stream. Such a shame.
Yeah, whatever. It
They
happens
won't-
sometimes.
They won't get it live, they'll just have to get it afterwards. They'll get all of this later on. They'll get us
Yeah.
rambling on for like half an hour about nonsense. It's fine.
All right, so okay, what were the questions you had for me regarding the SPD stuff?
SPD. Oh, I have some questions for you. Although it's mostly because that SPD movie was weird. I have not actually watched much of that side. Oh, wait. Before we do.
What?
I saw an article today, right? It's a gaming article, right? It's a PC Gamer article where it says, despite Nintendo lawsuit, PUBG publisher Krafton is bringing Palworld to mobile. Despite being sued, they're like, it's fine. We're just going to be PUBG with pals, so everyone's going to have fucking SMGs, and it's fine. It's fine. Fuck.
I find it like so funny that Pal World got sued by Nintendo over patent stuff. And
Patenting like Pokeballs, and it's like,
yeah,
get fucked.
it's so dumb.
That's like an idea in a game. Fuck off. People will. That just means you guys have to make better Pokemon games. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
And like a couple days after they're announcing like, oh yeah, we're bringing it to mobile.
Yeah,
Which is it's crazy.
In conjunction with the guys who make PUBG. Which, to be fair, PUBG is also still pretty fun and it's free.
Yeah, that's true.
We should do a stream where we just play fucking PUBG, man. That would be so fucking funny. We'd be so bad at it.
I don't think I can handle like third person shooters like that when it comes
know it has a
to
first-person
battle royale
mode,
shooter games.
You
I
do
can't
know it
even
has
get into
first-person
Fortnite.
mode. Shem. But you also do know it has a first person mode, right?
Yeah, still can't really get into it.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the questions you had for me?
So starting today's quiz, the first one is, and this is a really lowball question, Chris. What was the commander's name?
Which commander?
Yeah, the commander of the SPD Rangers.
The dog one or the human guy?
Yeah, the dog one.
Oh, Doggy Kruger.
Yeah. This is correct. Now,
Mhm.
this is the one where, when I watched this movie, this fucking stuck in my head and I lost my mind over it, and I was a bit insane. Who did the commander kiss at the end of the movie? Doggy. Keep in mind it's
the Doggy Kruger.
You don't necessarily have to say the name, as long as you indicate the character and we both know who you're talking about, that's fine.
I forgot her name, but she was the nurse lady that that gave him the antidote because he was getting poisoned. He was getting poisoned this whole time to stay in a coma. White lab coat. I forgot her name. Maybe
Yes,
I
that is her. No. I'll accept that as the answer because, like, I can't remember her name either. It has been 2 weeks though since I watched the movie, so I can't remember off the top of my head because,
Yeah.
again, it's been like 2 weeks since I watched it. So the next question I have is, what color did the Neo Rangers? What colors were the two Neo Rangers you meet, or the two Turncoat Rangers?
Oh, that was red and pink, I think.
You're half right. It was red and yellow.
Ah, okay, red and yellow.
I'll give you half a point for that one, so you've got 2.5 here.
All right.
Who was the psychic ranger of the original Deca Rangers? You can give her name. You can give the name, or you can give the color. Either works.
She was Yellow Ranger Marika Raymon.
This is correct. Next question. How did the Yellow Ranger learn to teleport? This is the weirdest part of this fucking movie to me. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no. This was the second weirdest part of this movie to me. The actual weirdest part was Doggy kissing the fucking...
So from what I remember, she got the teleportation power from the baby because her husband could teleport, and it passed down onto the baby. And apparently, I don't think they mentioned this, but I'm guessing like from breastfeeding and stuff. She managed to get like the teleportation power from the baby. Either that, or she just got it because the baby was inside her.
This is correct. So, yeah, it was like a weird thing where when she was breastfeeding, it gave her the ability to teleport, and I was like, that is a really weird way to like get a power. Is somebody drinking your breast milk?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why did you get an ability from that? Shouldn't it be the child getting the ability? Yeah, it was weird. Okay, so that is 4 out of 10 questions. Next question is, which ranger disguises themselves as Carrie, the girl that they're protecting throughout the whole movie?
Oh, I think that was the Blue Ranger.
Incorrect. It was the Red Ranger, the one who is freakishly tall. He disguises himself as her, and then it's later revealed he like turns off the like hollow projector thing, and he turns back
right, yeah.
in front of the Pink Ranger, and she's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" So that was the Red Ranger.
Right.
Blue Ranger was the one who like carried her inside.
Can I get that point if you give me like a question regarding the Red Ranger?
Okay. But now I'm gonna make up a question for the Red Ranger. Give me 1 second. Let me find. I'm gonna go to the wiki and find a question on the Red Ranger, because, frankly, the Red Ranger was kind of cool. Fuck. What's the goddamn Red Ranger's name again? Does anyone? Oh no, I can't ask anyone in chat because where's chat? Oh.
Yeah.
There's no chat. It's all gone. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where is this fucking... Okay, wait. He was friends with... Okay, to start with, I'm gonna give you another question on the Blue Ranger first, while I try and find the Red Ranger so I can make up a question on him.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of... How does the Pink Ranger describe the personality of the Blue Ranger? I remember this being quite vivid.
Rumors die out in 75 days.
What?
Oh no, that's just something I wrote. I thought that would be the answer.
No, it was a thing that stuck out to me because it was like a way she described him. Where's this fucking Red Ranger? Oh wait, what am I doing? The easiest way to find him is just type in Deca Red.
How's he described him?
I'm going off your knowledge.
Because I remember the Blue Ranger. He's very removed. He just like spends his time on like the computer playing games and stuff. But that's what he tells them. I'm guessing like lazy.
He's described
something like that. Laid back, lazy.
Close. It's laid back. It's laid back, but will come kick the shit out of anyone who fucks with his friends.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he does come in at the end.
He also runs off with the like guy hidden inside, or that girl hidden inside him. So everyone's like, "Oh, he's a coward. He like fucked off." And it's like, no, he was actually doing the thing. Okay, next question. Well, I still think of this question. Who was poisoning Doggy?
Poisoning Doggy?
Yes.
Let's see. Pretty sure it was the Galactic Police Agency director, Kite Breitlick?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'll accept the police agency director because that makes sense. So the next question is, who is Deca Break? Now, this also refers to like how his abilities work. and who he is in the team. So he is one of the main team rangers.
Deca Break.
Yeah, he
What
has
color
a weird
is he?
name. Yeah, that's the part I can't tell you because that's part of the answer. But keep in mind, everyone except Deca Break goes by their color name.
Oh, the White Ranger, Tekken Tetsu Aira.
Yes. Okay, and as this is going to be your actual true last question. Is Deca Red? Does Deca Red instantaneously try and get Doggy to kiss his new love interest at the end of the film?
Yes, that was one of the funny parts.
I do love the fact that they're all like instantly just like really on board with this shit.
Yeah.
There's not like, oh, it's weird you're gonna kiss an alien. They're like, dude, do it. Come on, do it. It's so good. Okay, wait, I've got one more about Deca Red. What would you say? What is one unique thing about Deca Red's uniform that is different from the rest of the Rangers?
Are you talking about the replacement Deca Red or the
No, the proper Deca Red, the heroic Deca Red.
So like the new one,
New one?
Neo
What do you mean
Deca Red.
No. Neo Deca Red is a turncoat and a traitor. We're talking about the proper Deca Red,
Wait,
the actual member of the team. What one thing in his uniform is different to the rest of his team?
Wait, so you're saying like the original Deca Red Ranger was the good guy?
Yes, he's not. So Neo Deca Red is his replacement on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The original one is the good guy. He's the one who instantly is like, Doggy, you should kiss him, and so on. He's also freakishly tall.
Okay. So I got those confused. I thought like the Neo Deca Red, the Asimov dude was the good guy.
No, the Neo Rangers were the traitors.
Ah, okay. So that's why they introduced them. Okay. What was the question again?
What's one thing about his uniform that's different to his teammates? He got an upgrade to his like uniform that makes him stand out as looking very different to the rest of his teammates. What one thing did he get? Or what thing did he get?
Honestly, you would have to give me like another question on like the Red Ranger other than that.
To be fair,
because
this one's super easy.
I cannot. I don't think they even like make a reference to it. Do they?
No, it's a thing in his uniform that when they all stand next to each other, you can see is different on his uniform. It's like a big visible difference.
Like before or after he transforms?
After he transforms, obviously, when he's in his like Ranger form. Keep in mind, the other Rangers don't have this thing.
A belt?
The answer... Okay, do you want another guess, or do you want the answer?
Can I get a hint?
It makes him look more like a cop.
Makes him more look like a cop.
Yeah.
He has a badge on his chest?
Incorrect. I'll give you one more try. It's not as obvious in the 20 years later one, but it is pretty obvious in this one.
Well, I just watched the 20 years later one.
Did you watch 20 years later? It's the same different... No, you didn't. You watched 10 years later because you remember the ending is same ending I watched. It's
wait,
the
so
one I
there's
gave you.
wait, there's a 20 years later?
Yeah. But the uniform change is in 10 years later. In 20 years later, it's even more obvious, but like he's got more of it. This is your last guess. If you get it wrong, I'm gonna have to penalize your points.
Does he have more red?
No, he has a bulletproof vest. He has a jacket that goes over his uniform. The rest of the Rangers look like they're wearing just the normal spandex. He has like armor plating that goes over his chest. That's like, I'll show you a picture now. It actually looks kind of cool, but it's like, oh, he's the only one who gets it for some reason.
That's such a bad question.
I'll show you why it's obvious, Chris. Let me show you. It's a great question because it's not something where it's like stealth, because it makes him look very different to the rest of the Rangers, and I'll show you for why now in a second.
Dude,
I'll send you the picture on Discord. Let me show you why I'm like, it's fucking obvious, dude. You just look at him and you're like, yeah, okay, that's pretty different, man. What the hell? It was like one of the first things I noticed when I watched the show and he transformed. I was like, why did the others not?
Okay, so I'd never watched the I barely remember anything about the original show, and this is like my first thing like fully as a sentient adult human being.
No,
so like I would think that would be like just part of his uniform.
Well, like no, I mean, but I said it made him different to the other Rangers. So it was a thing that was different to what the other Rangers didn't have.
Okay, so
part of the question was, what one thing does he have that the other Rangers don't have? It's not like, oh, you'll remember it because it's different. It's like the other Rangers around him, like standing in the same shot as him, don't have one, and it makes it more obvious because they don't have them. And you're kind of like, wait, why don't they have the vests as well? Because you see what I mean with that picture?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, it's obvious because he's the only one wearing it. And you're like, why aren't the rest? They should all be wearing these. It's super weird. But...
So how many did I get right?
You have got 6 of 10 correct.
So do I pass?
You scraped by.
Okay.
By the skin of your teeth, you passed by 1 mark. But that is in fact a passing mark. Chat? Or anyone listening, you guys should cheer. Chris has finally won a quiz. Everybody applaud.
Yep, and that'll be the last time we do that.
Nah.
No more quizzes, please.
Why not? It's your turn to quiz me. I want a turn. Come on, give me my homework.
I feel like the quizzes are nice in theory, but
it's because you don't put enough effort into them.
No, it's not that. It's just that we like for me, I have like stuff. I have like full-time work.
Oh no, I do too.
I barely like
I know you have to. Although the next show I had in mind. This is our way of opening our minds to more nerd culture, Chris.
I mean, we could just do that.
Close it off, then we won't.
We could just do that for like the YouTube channel, just like recording our reactions to watching stuff.
I mean, you could record your reactions to watching stuff, but this way, the way this does it is you have to take it in and ingest it a bit. You only have to watch it once, whatever it is, because my current plan for the next show I was going to get you to watch was I was going to get you to watch what was it called again? It'll come to me in a second. Shit. Why is it when I want to tell... Oh yeah, I was going to get you to watch an episode of the Grand Tour.
What is the Grand Tour?
Exactly.
The Grand Tour.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Original. British Motoring. Oh god, fucking cars, dude. Oh my god, I hate cars.
Oh no. Yeah, it's not about the cars.
Similar format to that of Top Gear, including car reviews, time lapse, motoring challenges.
Ugh, the blurbs always make it sound worse than it actually is, because half the challenges are... Because the one special I had in mind to get you to watch was the one that involves them seeing whose car will survive getting arrows shot at it the best.
Oh god, that just reminded me. Have you ever seen The Deadliest Warrior?
Yes.
We should definitely we should definitely watch some of that for like the YouTube. That'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be.
All right. So the original plan, we were live streaming this.
Yeah, but
at the same time, yeah, the stream just like died for some reason. I can't get it back. I have to restart OBS, and that would mean losing the recording on OBS that I've been doing this whole time for like the video segment. but we were going to decorate like the room with various things that would reflect our personalities and what we liked. But I think we should just save it for like next time,
Yeah, no, we can save it
next
for next
podcast. But yeah, if you guys are still listening, thank you so much. We do have a Patreon, patreons.com/2idiotgamers.
The true unveiling will be probably next week when Twitch doesn't stab us in the balls.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out for that. 2 tiers, 1 tiers for voting, 1 tiers if you just want to get all our reactions to the movies that we watch.
And then,
Go
the
ahead.
second tier will get you full commentary on every movie we watch. The unedited full commentary without any censorship for YouTube or any hiding of things. It will just be a full stream of consciousness, which is going to be absolutely batshit insane because the amount of nonsense that we talk about is hilarious.
We'll have to get a whole thing going with Google Drive and shit. AC will figure it out.
I'll figure it out eventually. That is chaos.
All right, but yeah, do you have anything to say before we go ahead and head out, AC?
Not really, other than I'm fucking hungry and I need to go and devour a soul.
Me too. I am hungry too. I want some tacos, honestly. But yeah, thank you all for listening, watching,
Tortillas.
all that good stuff.
I'm gonna make tortillas from scratch.
And I hope you all have a lovely, lovely rest of your day.
Yeah, we'll
Catch you guys next week, next Thursday.
Johnny.
Johnny.